Chapter 10, The Passenger.
The Passenger. Mandalorian.
What's going on? Tatooine or whatever. He's on the speeder bike.
Yep.
It's a trap!
It's a trap! Had to. Yeah. Couple of random bandits, whatever. Or, no, it seemed like they were actually specifically after the child. So
Yeah.
They weren't just random bandits. Hook up your basic tripwire system. Knock him off his bike. He does a super cool little jetpack recovery move while Baby Yoda goes tumbling.
Poor Baby Yoda. Well, Baby Yoda was kind of a dick in this
He was kind of a dick in this.
in this episode, so, you know.
Poor Baby Yoda.
He just wanted some noms.
He just wanted some noms. He wanted a nomlet.
It's like Isaac.
It is. In many ways. Anyway.
Nom.
So, yeah. He briefly is captured-ish. He beats the crap out of a couple of them, but one of them holds a knife.
Mandalorian. Mando.
Yeah.
Not Baby Yoda.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The pronoun game.
Pronoun game.
Gotta be careful. It's a dangerous game to play. Pronoun game.
The most dangerous game. So, yeah. One of them holds a knife to Baby Yoda. He's like, hey, take whatever you want. Leave the child.
That guy is the hugest villain in the Star Wars universe now, holding a knife to Baby Yoda.
How dare he? Didn't last long, though.
Oh.
So Mando gives him the jetpack. And he's like, sweet, I have a jetpack. And then as he's running off, Mando just kind of remotely shoots the jetpack up. And guy goes flying. Jetpack lands safely. And Baby Yoda just...
That look, though.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
Really? Yeah.
So, he makes his way back to Amy Sedaris' character.
The mechanic is what I'm just going to keep calling her.
Okay. And she's playing a card game, poker of some kind.
Against an ant.
Yes. So from this ant thing, they learn that a Mandalorian contact is nearby. So she meets this contact, which is a frog mama. She has these eggs that she needs to transport to her husband to, fertilize them. They can't go into hyperspace because of...
It'll kill the eggs.
Yeah. She vouches for this frog lady on her life, and he's like, how do you know her? She's like, she came 10 minutes just before you did. You're vouching your life for her? She's like, I'm a good judge of character. Like, so random.
While eating dragon meat.
Yes. Baby Yoda sees the eggs. Baby Yoda wants a frog amulet.
Yes.
Amulet. I want an amulet.
Amulet. An amulet. Can you make me an amulet? Yes.
Probably so cute.
So, Baby Yoda's eyeing up the eggs.
Yeah. He's like, and he eats one. Cancel Baby Yoda for doing what Baby Yodas do. He's like, that is not food. Nap time. Lol. What's up, Isaac?
That is not food. Nap time. Yep. That's how babies work.
That's the life of a parent. What is that? No, that is not food.
What's in his mouth? What's in his mouth?
Nap time.
Yep.
So he's transporting this frog lady. Frog mama. Frama.
Because, so her husband has the contact, the Mandalorian contact, or
She's seen Mandalorians.
okay.
Or he told her that he had seen Mandalorians.
So like, get her to her husband, and the husband can take you to wherever there's some Mandalorians, I guess.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
So Frogma
Frog Mama.
Frog Mama.
Yeah, Frog Mama. I'm with it now.
Yeah. It seems like she can understand him, but she can't communicate with him.
Typical Star Wars lore that basically everyone can understand common language.
Right, but so she can understand him, but he can't understand her because she can't.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the ability to speak. Like she
doesn't have lips, so
yeah.
Problematic. Mechanic could speak her language.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just doesn't know that language. And I like that he actually did refer to her as frog, like frog language or whatever. Like sometimes Star Wars does, they have aliens that closely resemble animals from Earth, but then they give them some crazy name. But it's just like, no, I don't speak frog.
Yeah.
French. He doesn't speak French.
Frog legs are on the menu tonight. No. So they're going along and they've got a couple of X-Wing
Yes.
planes. Okay. TIE fighters, X-Wings, I get them kind of mixed up sometimes.
Is what they deploy them.
Yeah. That educated guess. So they're like, hey, what's up? Got coordinates, or do you have...
You're not transmitting your, whatever
your
code.
Beacon.
Your beacon.
Well, I don't have to. Well, in this sector you do. Okay. Oh, yeah, here it is.
He's like, it's offline right now. We'll wait. Oh, here it is. Hey, can you switch to channel 2 for a sec? So they switch off the channel, and he's just like, he knows exactly what's happening. And then after a minute, they both deploy their wings, go into battle formation, essentially.
But at some point, he told them, may the force be with you. And they said, and also with you. It's just like, oh, Catholic.
That was done intentionally. That's a common joke. Mm-hmm. So somebody out there knew the Catholic trope.
Also, one of the guys in the X-Wing ships looked really familiar.
Yeah,
and
the main one. But
the bigger bearded guy, I think he was an X-Wing fighter in the original. Yeah. I have to look it up.
Yeah. Have to look it up.
Oh. 2 seconds.
Assessment will be right back after these messages.
From IMDb?
From IMDb. She's typing on the IMDb page. Search button. Mandalorian. So, while we wait, today, the Dolphins and Packers both won. Dolphins are 7-4 now. Packers are 8-3. Much better than last week when they both lost.
Right.
Unfortunately, the Bills won, so the Dolphins couldn't tie them up in the division. But Bills have a harder schedule, so can't tell. But fingers crossed. I'm not flipping you off here. My fingers are crossed inside my mitten.
All right. The character was Captain Carson Teva, played by Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
Okay. Whose other credits include?
Looking that up. Well, he's in 2 episodes of Mandalorian.
Anything recognizable?
He was Tiffany's dad in Ice Princess, which had Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh.
And he was in Harriet the Spy, also with Michelle Trachtenberg. Nope.
Everyone will be on the edge of their seat during the great search for this guy.
Yeah, no, I haven't really seen him in anything, so...
You're about to light your gloves on fire. You should probably be done with us.
Good. No, whatever. It's fine.
No, we're wrong.
Well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
You know, he kind of looked like Lando's co-pilot, who... That might be a little racist because that guy was an alien. But
anyway.
he did. But the actor that portrayed him died a few years ago. So.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, anyway. So, X-Wings, trace ship, open, attack, manifolds. The guys are like, oh, man, come on, don't do this. Just, give me a knot, please.
There's a moment of tense silence. And they're like, were you a part of such and such raid? Mando says nothing, and then punches it. Evasive maneuvers, I chase him into a canyon.
Yep. So Mando escapes and lands them in a canyon, but then they fall into a sinkhole.
Breaks the ship.
Yeah. So Frogma is, freezing.
Cold-blooded.
Mando wakes up from he had gotten knocked out. He finds Frogma and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go look for your eggs and get a blanket for you. There's a big hole in the ship. He can't find the eggs, can't find the child. Oh man. And then the child is under a blanket eating more eggs.
Oh, child.
Oh, child. Oh, sweet, sweet child.
I told you not to do that.
So he gets the rest of the eggs. They huddle up and get a big Baby Yoda cuddle.
Baby Yoda cuddle. So,
I live with Isaac cuddles.
Because, man, Frogma is, like, yelling at him, pointing at the eggs, and kind of, like, gesturing wildly. He's like, I don't speak your language, but whatever it is, it can wait. We need to get some sleep. So they huddle up, go to sleep, and Mando is woken. Because
Frogma hacks into the android that Baby Yoda, Mando decimated it. Baby Yoda thought he did. But it was, Mando killed it. But they still had the droid parts in there.
Oh, that's why that scene was in the
yeah,
previously on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she hacks into the android to communicate and demand they go forward with the plan.
Basically, her eggs are the last of their species.
Or the last of her line.
Last of her line. So, gotta get these to the husband so my line can continue. We have to keep going. It's like, okay, fine.
This wasn't part of the plan.
Wasn't part of the plan. Grumble, grumble.
Then she goes and finds a hot spring, which the child mistakes for soup.
Yes. She's cold, so she makes for a hot spring and takes a bath with all her eggs, and she's kind of chilling in there. So he's able to heat trace her steps and find the warmth, and he tracks her down.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings the child with him, and he's like, all right, that's all well and good, but we gotta go. I can't protect you here. It'll be night soon. And while he's helping her gather up the eggs, the child wanders off.
Like food.
Hungry. Just kind of wanders.
There's these little stone looking...
Very alien-esque, that scene. It looked a lot like the collection of eggs in the movie Aliens. And even the way they open, very alien-esque. And inside looks like friggin' facehuggers. so naturally.
And also, I think there was something similar in Stranger Things, yeah?
Yes.
Demi-dogs or whatever.
Yeah, and that was also a callback.
Yeah. So he finds facehugger eggs. Nom, nom,
Nom, nom, nom. He commences eating, which causes all of them to hatch at once.
And Aragog is pissed.
Aragog is pissed.
Or
Shiva?
Shiva.
So they're
Lord of the Rings.
They're spider-esque, and they all hatch and they all start charging, and then bigger ones start charging, and Mando's kind of like, shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Frogma, like, tongue shoots her clothes over to her and gets dressed in record time. Wish I could do that.
Like, gathering up the eggs, and all of a sudden you've got the child like,
running like friggin' mini-me.
Mistakes were made.
So, they all get together and bunches and bunches of spiders start charging, so they're like, go. So they start running.
And, they get trapped in the ship by the spiders. By the way, Frogma with the...
Yeah,
Pew,
some
pew,
sharpshooting.
pew, pew, pew.
Saves the child who had a spider chilling on his head.
Does she know he was eating her eggs?
We're not going to get into that.
By the way, this is why Baby Yoda was canceled. Because it's deplorable to...
Eat eggs.
And also kill the unborn. Honestly, I don't know who canceled it or tried to cancel it, but
Twitter is a very dumb place. That's my answer.
okay. Anyway. So they're trapped in the ship by the spiders, but the X-Wing guys end up being the ones to save the day.
Yeah.
And they give them they put them through the ringer like, you kidnapped prisoner, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, was that the child, or?
I don't know. I have, man.
They're like, you have a warrant out for the capture of prisoner, blah, blah, blah. But you also did some other stuff, and they mentioned there's record of you trying to save someone.
Captain or something.
I think it was the guy who was the voice of Anakin in Clone Wars.
Ah.
But he was also in Pitch Perfect. 3. He was the guy that was in that heist episode with, Bill Burr and all that. Natalia Tena.
Oh, and he ended up betraying Mando and blew him up, didn't he?
Who did?
Mando blew up the guy that organized that whole heist. Because he ended up betraying Mando at the end.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
But I think they were referring to the guy that the other people ended up killing.
Oh, right. Okay. Got it.
I think. That part was a little hard to follow.
Yeah, but basically they had record of Mando doing some good things. And they were very... What the hell? That was creepy. They were very identifiable. Or not identifiable, but you could sympathize with them. They did what normal people would do. They're like, look, we don't want to arrest you. We don't want to make this a thing. You've done some good things.
And he's like, I'll give up my bounty on these 3. Like, he apparently never got paid for 3 of those three of the things that they mentioned, and he's like, I'll give up my bounty if you help me patch up my ship so I can get out of here. And they're like, fix your transponder so we, don't run into this issue again. And they just fucking leave.
Like, we saved you enough.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So they left the warrant on him, it seems like.
Yeah.
So he's able to jerry-rig the ship so that they can, trudge on to their destination. They fly off on the busted-ass ship, and Baby Yoda eats a final egg. Because Baby Yoda's kind of a dick in this episode.
I love it because he looks at Frogma, and Frogma kind of covers up her remaining eggs. She's got to be keeping count. And he kind of looks at her, turns his back to her, and...
You dick.
Dude, stop.
I'm hungry. Well, it's like Isaac. It's exactly like a toddler. Like, I'm hungry. Not even then, I want to put this in my mouth. Like, a screw that I retrieved from his mouth the other day. That was fun. How did you not stab yourself?
Because it's food.
And he was totally nonplussed about it. Like, what is this? Oh, it's a screw. That's great. Great parenting.
Top notch.
And he's just like pissed because I took it away from him.
Oh, screw you.
I see what you did there. Not a lot of plot development in this one.
Not too much, because we never made it to the husband. We never made contact with anyone.
Yeah.
But...
you could argue that there might be some plot development with, the X-Wing guys. Enjoyable, but except for the whole Baby Yoda eating the eggs thing, probably forgettable in the grand scheme of the show as a whole.
Yeah.
Not to say it was bad, wasn't...
Not plot heavy.
Yeah, it wasn't... Doesn't seem important right now.
Yeah.
See how the rest of the series unfolds, so...
Maybe he'll be arrested later for the genocide of the spider people.
Or maybe Baby Yoda will be arrested for...
Eating eggs.
Eating eggs. Like you do.
Alright. Is that it?
Yep.
Cool.